I've made over 600 YouTube videos at this point, 50 of them being shorts, but the rest being long form videos. And this is video number 615. A lot of them have been just like this, in terms of I have one thought that I have in mind before I hit record, and I don't edit the video other than just cutting the end off. So it's an unedited video for the most part, and I just post my raw thoughts. But I always have a topic in mind before I begin. Sometimes even the title, I think of the best title for it even before I hit record. But then there's another way to go about doing these impromptu videos, and I want to show you what I just watched that made me think about this.
Tom Nosky is a creator that I deeply admire, and I love his way of speaking. And I remember he mentioned in a video where for 6 months straight, every single morning he would just switch on the camera with no sort of like intent or with any specific topic in mind, and he would just speak to the camera. It was purely just to practice his delivery. If you guys watch his videos, you'll see that the way that he speaks is so engaging. He did mention in a video as well that when he's in front of a camera, it is a performance to him. You really can't avoid the reps, and for me that looked like showing up every single week to make YouTube videos, and after a while, like, it just becomes second nature to you. So I would highly...
So that was my YouTuber friend Tika talking about how to articulate your thoughts more clearly than 99% of people. And this last point that she makes of practice, getting your reps in, I think that is by far the most important. And I have gotten my reps in. I have been practicing these impromptu speakings and not editing them. No jump cuts. I've been doing it for a couple years now. So I've gotten a lot better. I remember when I first was doing my daily vlogs for 170 plus days every single day, I would have these awkward pauses, and I didn't have to, but it killed the pacing, so I edited out all the pauses and ums and ahs. Now I don't really have to do that. I just don't edit anything in the middle, just cut off the end after my catchphrase. So I have a lot of practice, but this point here where Tika mentions Tom Nosky, who would hit record on the camera even before he knows what to say and just records. For some reason that sounds really enticing and intriguing to me. Because when you have a topic in mind, there is a safety net of, okay, I know one thing I'm going to talk about. But when you hit record without even knowing what you're going to say, it's like staring at a blank page at a notebook, and you don't know what's gonna come flowing out of your pen. And I think there's something, it's so intriguing to just think about that. A blank page, or just a blank video where you hit record before the topic comes to mind. I wonder why it's so enticing to me, but there's something really appealing about it. And I'm thinking maybe it's time for me to try it. I've tried it a couple times before, but maybe it's time for me to try it on a regular basis. And this video, obviously, I had this topic in mind before I hit record, but maybe I'll try hitting record before knowing what to say. And whatever I talk about, I'll fish for the title within that video and make the title after I speak whatever's on my mind. I don't know why, but it sounds exciting to do that. So let's do that. Hope you're having a good week. 1% better every day, baby.